Hello, my gorgeous Virgos, and welcome to your reading for this month. So, today we're going to have a look into the month of June. We'll have a look into a bit of the astrology and also into the cards and what Spirit has to say. So, just to get us started, the crystal that we have for this month is fluorite. So this is really connected to do with the adventure. It's connected to do with heart as well. And with this one, it's a bit of a greeny blue. So it's more connected to do with heart and throat. So this is a beautiful crystal. It helps to work with calm. It helps to work with travel and adventure and things, as we said too. But with this, you can also find that it helps to ease sometimes some physical ailments. So usually blue fluorite would be more to use with dental work or with teeth and gum issues, things of that sort of nature. Green is really, really like soothing to the heart. And I also find that when used at the back of the head, it helps to expand and open up these gates of consciousness. So a really amazing crystal, even though it is one that you will find in every single store, just about, that sells crystals. So the potion that we have for this month is Cleansing Vibes. And with this one, you will see it here. It's this beautiful green one. And with Cleansing Vibes, it's about releasing what no longer serves you. So it's got lemongrass, calendula, cornflower, spearmint. It's quite a cleansing, uplifting one. And you will find testimonies and things on the Soul Alchemy Potions website, as well as being able to purchase in bundles is probably your best option. So with each time or when you buy a potion, you also receive an invite to come on over to our Soul Alchemy Potions manifestation events, which are held on the new moon of each month. And if you're wanting to book a one-on-one session with me, you'll find me over at solreta.com. I am about to go on vacation, but I will have just one or two spots, I think, left open before I go, depending on when you're seeing this. And if not, I will be back within, I think it's around the 15th. So I look forward to reading a little bit more in depth for you there, but let's get into today's reading. So adventure calls, vitality boost, and social magic. So let me just read a little bit of the astrology. So June brings a surge of vibrant energy, fresh opportunities. Venus is in your travel zone around the 6th, and it beckons you to explore new horizons. Consider this your cosmic green light for adventure. And it's funny because the green energy is just also coming up. So social doors swings open as Mercury and Jupiter amplify your friendship circle around the 8th and the 9th. So this will help to draw kindred spirits to you who will uplift and inspire you. So clearing out old lingering home projects around the full moon, around the 11th, will definitely help free you up and help you to really savor and tap in to quality time in your home too. So whether it's summer in the northern hemisphere or winter over here in the southern hemisphere, but be wary of lending money to friends around the 15th. Guard your resources wisely. Mars enters your sign around the 17th, which will be supercharging vitality. Dance under the stars when the sun enters Cancer around the 20th. And you may also be feeling a little bit more social and want to connect with friends, whether it's hosting a dinner party around the 24th or maybe a night out with your friends. So anyway, it's definitely a beautiful time to connect, and a new friend may even emerge under the new moon around the 25th. So someone who could maybe become someone that's quite special to you in future, and someone that could also be quite a close, what would you say, like an ally on your team, I guess would be the word. Mercury shifts around the 26th and may bring secrets to the surface as well. So with Mercury opposing Pluto around the 29th, keep your insights close to your chest and trust your inner knowledge. So I don't want you second guessing yourself for this month. And it's really interesting that we have such social energy for Virgo this month, because you've got the two flip sides. You've got some Virgos are quite good at organizing and doing these things. And then sometimes you'll also have with some of my beautiful Virgos where you would rather be, as the Hermit card, the Virgo energy, in your own zone. So let's have a look into what the cards have to say for my beautiful Virgos for this month. And please remember to go check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus, and send this out to any beautiful Virgos in your life too. And Spirit's just telling me to flip these ones over, and we have 4, so we will. Okay, so definitely we picked the right potion this month with cleansing vibes. We have what looks to even be perhaps looking into parasite cleanse or detox of some kind. So we have this card of lust, which sometimes comes up when we're talking about these topics and these things. But essentially, we also see that this is you lassoing and getting things under control. So we're no longer letting other people determine or dictate what it is that we do with our lives. It's no longer letting other people dictate or determine, perhaps even like where you're going out. So I do feel this is more about you having a voice, and we see that higher self energy coming up, but we definitely see there's a release. So all of these things that we've had bottled under the surface, and perhaps even releasing people that are more on the negative side of things. This could even be fertility energy for some of my beautiful Virgos this month, perhaps wanting to conceive. So we have Ace of Swords energy. This is about paying attention to downloads that you get, higher messages. This is also being really open to spirit guiding you with direction for bigger things, whether this is your career zone or that adventure calling, if you've got the idea or you've got this feeling all of a sudden to book that trip. Definitely pay attention to that. What we are healing for my gorgeous Virgos is any Nine of Swords energy. And so Nine of Swords, we have Mars and we have Mercury energy, or sorry, Gemini energy down the bottom, which is ruled by Mercury. But essentially, Nine of Swords being the card of cruelty, this is really letting go of things that keep us up at night. So it's those sleepless nights where you're sitting up in bed with your hands in your head, or laying on your side, just not knowing how to get through things. So we do see healing stories around that. This is about healing stories of things that are also outside of your control. So it could be sharp words that are said to you. It could be things that are coming up from past. I always sort of see Nine of Swords energy as sort of a thicker, kind of heavier, dense mental energy. So I do feel it is about getting social, lightening the load from this, maybe even distracting yourself away from sitting in this energy. So we do have a Four of Swords. This is Jupiter. This is also Libra energy that we see down the bottom. Four of Swords being the card of truth in this deck, but we know that it usually is also about healing. So in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, you see the man laying on the stone in the church, hands in prayer position over the heart, and it's looking up towards a beautiful stained glass window. So it's about you coming into this place of the heart and connecting in to the higher realm side of things. You're letting go of old stories, and you're really trying to run off this new story. I see a little bit of this theme across a couple of the signs for this month, that we really are deleting our old subconscious patterns and stories. I'm really, really proud of you guys. Let's have a look and see what else comes up for this month that we need to sort of look out for. So we have the Hermit card. So for some of you, it might be really looking at, okay, well, I'm really comfortable in my bed. I'm really comfortable in my house. This is Virgo when you're overthinking it. And that could be where we get into the pain of the Nine of Swords energy come up. So with this is a fresh start with the Three of Wands. This is a beautiful card of virtue. And this is also where we're inserting new programs that are outside whatever we've known from past. This is beyond just looking at like what it is that you want to create. This is actually about the embodiment of it. Let's see what we have. And it's on a spiritual level. So even if you're just embodying and holding this Three of Wands energy while you're in meditation, it's about freeing yourself from old limiting beliefs. Eight of Swords energy is a reality that you've created from your mind. And with the Eight of Swords energy, it's what I call a mind prison. And we see here, even though this is the butterfly in a chrysalis, they don't necessarily know how to take themselves out of the cocoon. So you have to actually start thinking outside of the box, outside of past, and out of the cocoon. We have the Sun of Cups, and it was interesting when I touched this one, I was getting that impression this was around love. So a Sun of Cups, I would say even be open to the idea of love as well. Let me see if this is somewhat connected to do with the adventure. We've got the Hierophant. So there could be a reason why you're getting called to adventure. This could be to come into beautiful harmonious alignments. Let me just get a little bit more around this story. We've got a Daughter of Wands. So a Daughter of Wands, This is the Princess of Wands, and with her, she usually is doing things for other people. And she's one of the people pleasers that we have in the deck, but she does tap into fear. And so she usually lets fear control or consume her. So let's have a look what else we have come out. A Mother of Cups. I want you to be your own source of love and connection when the fears are coming up. See if you can perhaps even talk to someone that you feel aligned with, that you feel really trusting of your heart with too. Because I do feel that this is perhaps you may have kept yourself in limitation or in hermit mode a little bit. And there may be fear of breaking out of that with that daughter of Wands energy that we talked about. Also, remember the Queen of Wands, when she starts to go back into fear, she starts to turn into Daughter of Wands. So essentially, this is you starting to become fearless, looking fear head on, becoming uncomfortable head on. And Mother of Cups energy, I keep feeling like compassion work with this. So whether it's looking into that inner child aspect that has had these wounds and really coaching that child through that and saying, even though that you might feel scared, or even though you had that time where you got your heart broken, or perhaps where, you maybe didn't get that job, or, the adventure didn't go to plan, it doesn't mean that it will always be that way. So let's have a look what we get after that. And we have the Hangman. This month is designed for you guys to expand and to grow. The Hanged Man, Jupiter energy. This is a month that's going to give you a bit of a different perspective on things, is what we're seeing. So let's have a look and see if there is anything else advice-wise. I'll just pop some of these away. Hold on a second. And I just had one of the cards jump out at me again. So it's definitely just reminding us to pay attention to the downloads that you guys get. And remember also watch your sun, moon, and your rising. So pop these back away and we will go to the Star Tarot. And let's ask for a little bit of advice from Spirit and from your guides for this month, my beautiful Virgos. So we have an 8 of Wands. We have the 10 of Cups, the 4 of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. I like this for you guys. This is a little bit of a social energy. So with the 8 of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius, this is sometimes where we've got so much energy. I think of this as a little bit of ADHD energy, where it's like, I want to do this and this and this. And we start to throw out all of these ideas to the point of where we become overwhelmed. And it's like, maybe it's just a little bit more comfortable to stay in bed and to think about it rather than actually go into it. And so what happens is we throw our compass off true north. So this is a quantum jump card this month for you, representing that if you actually put these things into place and into action, this month could be that month for you that changes everything. So we have a 10 of Cups come up. And I'm super drawn to this butterfly at the top, which I don't usually look at, but we do have little hummingbirds as well, it looks like, with the butterflies. So this is a spiritual month and journey of transformation. 10 of Cups is that beautiful card of happy families, of wishes fulfilled, of satiety, of wishes manifested. So with this energy, it's all about tapping into the heart to create that. What we also see too is you trying hard to hold this vision. So what I want you to say with this is when you're manifesting, when you're working with it, it's for what it is that you're calling in or something higher. Because I feel like a lot of you are setting the bar this high, and I feel like you're capable of actually calling in much, much more. And that's what this 4th cup in the background represents. She's trying to work with and bring these 3 cups in to physical reality, which ironically, we then had the 3 of Cups, but Spirit's actually talking about that there is much more planned for you if you open up to receive that. So 3 of Cups also being the card of abundance. And with this too, sometimes this is a sisterhood, witches reuniting energy that I also pick up on with that. I just want to pick one of the beautiful Syrian star cards. And just remember, if this is resonating and there's something that you actually want to ask on a very personal level, we can do that in a one-on-one session. So everything's in the description box below. And with the Syrian star cards, we have the card of healing for my beautiful Virgos. So for a true healing to take place, there must be a balance of pure intuition, or sorry, pure nutrition, water, and meditation. Release any old stagnant energies and emotions. And with that, it's funny that I said intuition. Sometimes dyslexia is magic like that. I do feel it is about following your intuition. But yeah, Four of Cups. Don't be having a blind eye to something the Spirit's trying to bring in. This usually occurs through synchronicities, through the numbers that you get, and other things like white feathers and things of that nature. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Check out your sun, moon, and rising. And thank you also to those that share this message out to gorgeous Virgos in your life. All right. Love you guys.